Hi, crafty people. This is another Monday review situation where I'm going to be talking about books that I've read, things that I've seen, stuff that I've done. So I have finished How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. And this is why I finish books, even though I don't like them right away, perhaps. Always finish books. It clicked for me. There came a moment where it clicked for me, and the satire and the things that the author was trying to do made sense. And then I was like, wait a minute, it is funny. And, you know, I can take the gross bits, take them or leave them. I kind of just skim through them. But it did click. It's a satire on all those like romanticy books where, you know, you're in the middle of like life-altering situation, nation-changing events, and people be horny and fucking in the corner for some reason. The endless books about 3 trials. Why are there always trials? Anyway, it clicked for me. I gave it a 3-star, and I am going to continue with this series. So I will get the second book and I will read it. So if you're into that kind of genre, would recommend. Then I started on Saturday and I finished it on Sunday. It is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Wonderful book. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. It's about a person on the spectrum, probably Asperger's. I think we don't call that anymore. Anyway, it's wonderful. It made me emotional, cried twice. It's a great book. Loved it. And so now I am going to be reading The Tainted Cup. So I look forward to that. But yeah, The Curious Incident of a Dog in the Nighttime. So there's definitely growth both in the main character and his parents. I thought it was a wonderful raw look at what love means, the core of it. How do people learn to trust one another? And I thought it was done in a very empathetic, beautiful way. I enjoyed it a lot. What else? So I watched some movies. I watched Gentleman Bronco. It's a 2009 movie, and it's like my all-time favorite movie. If you're gonna look up reviews and the scores of this movie, it's a stinker. But every time I watch it, I find something new to laugh at, and the bits that I've already laughed at, I laugh at them even harder. It's about a kid who is an author, and he's still in high school, and he's homeschooled, and it's in the middle of nowhere, America, nondescript situation. And it is hilarious. I love that movie. If I don't know what to watch, that's typically what I'm gonna watch. Then I watched Ordinary People from 1980. Great movie. It is a wonderful depiction of going through grief, but also of like physically losing somebody, but also going through grief of emotionally not having a person. It has a mother who is just a wonderful example of narcissism disorder, personality disorder. A great depiction. Of course, everyone's different, and that disorder can present in many different ways, but I think as a movie, it depicts that particular personality disorder extremely well. I'd highly recommend. It was touching, bawled at the end of it, but I'm easy to cry anyway, so I'm a big old sap, so yeah. And then we watched Iron Jawed Angels from 2004. And it is a movie about suffragettes, the first wave feminism and all that. Wonderful, interesting topic. I'd love to learn more. However, the way that this particular movie presented it and explored it was trash. It was just, it was such a mess. I mean, between the tracks that they chose to play, like the music, the way it was shot, I mean, it was jarring. It was absolutely just ridiculous choices were made all around. You can't tell if actors are doing a good job, like, at all, because of how the movie was edited and put together. Like, man, that prod team, the production, I tell you, they made some huge mistakes. So, oof, what a stinker. Don't watch it. It is, I mean, if you do what you want. Who am I to tell you what to do? But I would not recommend it. Just, what just hot piece of trash. Okay. What else did I do? I listened to a podcast from start to finish. It was a pretty short one season series. It's called A Scam Factory by Wondery. And it was fascinating. So it's a story about the people who work for scam companies, and it follows a woman who unfortunately got her brother into one of the scam factories, and the tale there. And I found it, first of all, fascinating, because we all get those horrible phone calls and trash emails and all of that nonsense, and it's so easy to not humanize them, and just think of them as these, like, bunch of assholes and jerks, and but it really shines a light on the human aspect of it. I do think that there was a bit of, like, an unreliable narrator situation, because, I mean, people went through this, and I'm sure they want to present themselves in a better light, and you know, perhaps minimize the reasons why they went into it to begin with, but it doesn't make them less human and relatable. And yeah, very interesting story. I'd highly recommend. Yeah, and so now I am also going through Yale University thing on YouTube, and it's a series of lectures by Timothy Snyder, and it's a class about Ukrainian history. I'm Ukrainian. I was born there, and I moved to Canada when I was 11. So it's a huge part of me. I'm obviously, like, very, you know, I hope Ukraine wins, and November 11th is obviously Remembrance Day, but for me also now, it is the day that Kherson was liberated from Russia, and that's where I'm from. So I'm listening to Timothy Snyder's class about Ukrainian history that goes through the ancient times into the present. And so far, so good. I'll let you know next Monday what I thought about it. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.